Hi everyone, welcome back to Boss Up with me, Yana. It's been a while since I've said that, it feels really good. So today is the first episode of 2023 and I am going to give you a career update today. So get you some tea, a little snack and come on back. Alrighty, so to jump right into it, I think the last time I gave you a career update, I was telling you about this new fun job that I had just gotten. So I was employed by a company to basically help them set up office in Botswana. So that was super exciting, challenging, and it was quite the roller coaster. But I loved every moment. Like I genuinely have no regrets. I learned so much. I grew so much in such a short space of time. So I was employed at the time as a compliance officer, and I also did reinsurance broking as well, right? And not too long after that, I don't know why this always happens to me. It's so crazy. Like not too long after, like we're literally still in the process of setting up, and then my boss left, and I had to kind of like assume responsibility, and not of the entire firm. Not of the entire firm, but I had to, assume more responsibilities, let's say. So I was promoted to principal officer, and the reason why I couldn't tell you exactly what the last update I did is because it's a role that is authorized or approved by the regulator. So I didn't want to like sit in front of the camera and talk about how I got this big promotion and I'm a principal officer, and then the regulator just goes wah, wah, wah. My life would have been like So yeah, that's why I couldn't mention it last time, but I did get that approval from the regulator, and that feels actually really, really good, because it's not just about my bosses like, okay, we're willing to give you the opportunity, we see something in you, we see the potential in no, it's an entire regulator, and they're like, yes, you have the ability to do this. So that made me feel really, really good, and it came with this added pressure. So let me tell you, the drama in my life literally began when I got promoted, and this is the second time this happens to me. Like, oh my goodness. I'm gonna just quick reminder, my first job, my boss left not too long after I joined, and I assumed responsibility, and not too long into the job I was promoted, and I started being viciously bullied in the company that I was working for. Like, that's a story for another day. Like, genuinely, we need to talk about how toxic workplaces can be. Like, that is a whole separate video on its own, right? Anyway, I was viciously bullied. My job after that was just absolute hell, to be honest. Cool. Moving on. Same thing happened to me last year, where I get given this big opportunity, I take it, and I start being viciously bullied by now, like people, not even within the firm, like outside people. And it was just not the best experience, honestly. It just came with so much, oh my goodness. Like one day we just need to sit down and talk about all the BS that you have to go through as like a woman in a male dominated field. We need to talk about, there's just a whole bunch to talk about. And I know somebody's watching this going, women are so emotional, like you're abusive. There, I said it. It was just not the best experience, but that is not the reason why I left. The reason why I left, it's another long story. So basically, my first job, like as horrific as it was, I learned a lot about resilience. I learned a lot about myself, what I want. I could sit there and maybe vent to my friends like this and this and this and this happened, but I knew how to carry myself in a manner that like I can get through anything. And yeah, everything was going well. I traveled a lot. It was really, really fun. Like honestly, it was such an amazing experience. Like I have no regrets. When I tell you I have no regrets, I have nothing but gratitude for my bosses at the time, what they saw in me, the opportunities they provided me. Like luckiest girl in the world, honestly. So many people liked me. Like, yeah, there was one or two haters, whatever. So many more people liked me. I made so many wonderful connections with people. I can't, when I tell you I have no regrets, I had a really good time in terms of my career, but my mental state was in the pits. My mental state was in the bottom. Okay, so let me tell you why. I travel a lot. It all sounds really, really fun. Oh my gosh, I'm traveling. I'm in this country, then I'm in that country. I remember I said that in a video actually, like, I want to be in this country. And Jesus was like, say less. Anyway, I got to experience it, and it's not as amazing as it seems because you are there strictly for work. So it's not like you can do like some fun things. I'm not saying that the work wasn't fun. I had a good time, like I said, but like it eventually got to me. Never in my life. I live alone, okay? And I have spent a lot of time alone in my life. I've lived alone since I was 25 years old. I'm now 31. Like, I know how to be alone. I love being alone. I enjoy my own company. I love it. It's so peaceful for me, right? Traveling though, for some reason, I got so lonely. I don't know what it is. Like, I literally was so lonely, you guys. But when I think about it, I'm like, wow, I'm in this nice hotel in this nice place. I can't do what I like the things that I'll typically do to entertain myself. I can't do those things because I have to prep for a meeting in the morning, and I'm already working in a field where it's like it's male dominated, and the ladies are a little bit older. Or the ladies in my position were a little bit older, so now you have to, like, I have to know every single thing. Like, there's just so much pressure to do my best and be my best that it got so overwhelming for me. Anyway, so there was that. I got lonely while traveling. There was that. And then the second thing is, like, even though I was a principal officer, I was also like a relationship manager for the Southern region. So there was just a lot going on there. There's a lot of relationships you have to keep up with. There's a lot of relationships you have to form. There's just a lot to keep up with. So in a way, I'm still a broker. Like, I was still a broker. And I have said this before, like, I just don't think I make a good salesperson. The only reason why I took on this job is because my boss literally was like, I literally got headhunted. Like, and someone is like, you can do this. I was like, there's absolutely no way I'm turning this down. Like, someone sees something in me that I don't see in myself. I'm taking this opportunity. And I did it. I liked it for a little while. So it was this job that actually taught me that, like, your sales or your broking or your in and then there's people like us whose social batteries run out. Like, this job is definitely not for people like that because you have to be on all the time. So this thing of being on all the time was also messing me up here. It's too much. It is too much. You know, it all seems very nice, like going out all the time. I'm out all the time. I remember I would post sometimes and people would comment like, bruh, do you work? Like, are you just always out in restaurants? Like, what is this? What job is this? And outside looking in, honestly, you could think about it like that, but it's not that at all. It's a lot. It all seems like, I think you just have to be inside to understand what I'm talking about. But all that was really just making me realize that genuinely I'm not a broker, I'm not a salesperson. And I actually got a very big opportunity and I turned it down. I turned it down because I was like, you know what? I am not a sales person. I don't think I am. I think I can do like relationship management. That's more my thing. But sales, like broking, like that in Alabatabayo, and that person is not me. Genuinely. Relationship managing, I can do that. I can manage a portfolio. I think I can do that. But in terms of going out there and being on all the time, no, it's not me. It's not me, guys. Anyway, I got a lot of opportunities also in the BD space, which is sales basically. Yeah. So my problem with hello there. There's a car or truck passing. Let me just let it pass. Yeah. Anyway, so I just realized that broking, not for me. Not for me. That's fine. And where I was, it was either I went back to retail or I stayed in reinsurance. And reinsurance, that one is not child's play. And I don't think I am that person unless I just, like, where I was is what's giving me the interpretation that I have of reinsurance, the reinsurance world, but yo, I didn't like it. I think maybe or maybe it's just me, my personality just did not align with it. I'll give you an example. There's just a whole bunch of misogyny that happens that I cannot stand. Like, yo, I cannot stand it. There is someone who I was trying to talk to seriously, someone that I should have a lot of respect for because of that position in the industry and stuff, and the things that they had said to me, I am still traumatized by it to this day. When I sit here and I think about it, I'm like, I just don't want to say too much because I'm still in the industry, you know. You'll never know when you'll need who, when, what, that. So I'm trying not to like, but I'm just saying for myself, the way the relationship, because the whole industry is relationship based, so maintaining certain relationships as a woman, no bueno. No bueno. Not for me. Not for me. So yeah, there's just a whole bunch that I can talk about in regards to that, but just know it was not for me. So I got a bunch of opportunities that I declined, to be honest. And I gotta say, I'm so thankful to God, and I'm thankful to the experiences I've had that allow me to be given opportunities like this. Like the fact that I literally had to just close my eyes and be like, "Ini, mini, mini, mo." I say, "Mang le mang o khona go ira yalo." So I'm really grateful for the opportunities. Honestly, some of them I didn't necessarily like decline. I kind of like benched them, if I can say that, to say, yeah, I could possibly see myself there. It's just that right now, where I am in my life right now, the opportunity that I chose and the decision that I made to go back to claims is what fits my life right now, and it's what's making me happy right now. I always said, like, if I ever go back to retail, I'm going back to claims. That's the only department that I'm willing to go back to. Like, I was willing to do claims or risk, those two. But tata claims, I've always talked about how much I love claims, and the reason why I love claims is because I was bored. Number one. Number two, I dedicated my entire 20s to exploring. So if I got an opportunity, genuinely, I was gonna take it. So I'm literally now at a place where English. I have tried all the departments. I've done sales broking, that world. I have done claims, I have done underwriting, and I have been a compliance officer, and I have been a principal officer. Like, I am a well-versed hand now. Like, that is exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to explore everything so that when I close my eyes and decide, what do I want? I've tried it all. So I don't know if I necessarily recommend this to everyone, by the way. It worked out for me, but it's not necessarily going to work out for the next person. But for me, it worked out exactly the way I wanted. And in the end of it all, I did find myself in a position where I could choose, which is great. Thank you, Jesus. And I chose to go back to claims, and that's where I am now. So I am an assistant manager. It's crazy because I was kind of, let me say, I was acting as like a head. It wasn't official yet, but I was acting, and that actually showed me that where I am in my life right now, I don't want that role. I do not want to be the head of anything right now. It does not align with my life right now. So when I tell you Jesus loves me, I mean my life aligned perfectly. So I got a role as an assistant manager. It is perfect. Like, it's perfect. Obviously, we could always use a bit more money. Like, who doesn't need more money in this recession, child? But like, I am so happy. I genuinely have no complaints. I wake up every morning, I get dressed, I go to work. Obviously, I can complain about waking up because I'm not a morning person. I'm genuinely just not a morning person, like, at all. But it's just like these basic complaints. But in terms of my mental health, tops. In terms of, like, am I smiling all day? Like, am I sitting all day miserable? No. Am I in a meeting and there's some misogynist saying some nonsense to me? No. Like, my life right now is so good. It's so good, and I'm so grateful. So yeah, that's like a career update for you guys. I don't know, I said a lot. I hope it made sense. It's been a while since I've done these sit down talk videos, just sitting talking to the camera. It's been so long. I hope I'm not rolling my eyes a lot. I know I have a problem with rolling my eyes, child. But yeah, that is it for now. I guess I'll catch you guys in the next video. But no, before I go, can I just tell you, like, don't be afraid to go after the life you want. When you get an opportunity, take it. If you get an opportunity and decide where I am now is where I want to be, that's also fine, because I experienced that as well, and it was so weird because my entire 20s, like, if I get an opportunity, I am taking it. That's just how I've always been. So me sitting here and being like, damn, I could potentially make more money over there, but I'm gonna decline. I'm gonna decline because I'm happy, I'm fine. The role I have right now is aligning with my life. So where am I going? You know, that's wild. That's wild to me. But I guess we live, we learn, and we grow. You know, I just want you to be fearless in going after the life that you want. If the job you have right now is absolute trash, release yourself from that position, child. Let it go. It's fine. Figure out a plan and just leave. If where you are right now, you feel like you can nurture the role and grow into something, work hard, fight for that role, like keep pushing. And yeah, anyway, let me not talk too much. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.